Peace pipe pardons on the verge of Armageddon. That's right. Doom so bad, the boobs are back. All right. Today, President Joe Biden was like, hey, as I've said before, no one should be in jail for just using or possessing marijuana. And so, he's pardoning all prior federal offenses of simple marijuana possession. And this is a step forward into possibly decriminalizing and legalizing marijuana on a federal level. And I want to remind you, I believe chapter 3 of book 1 of Genesis in the Holy Bible said, I, God, give you all green seed-bearing plants. But then he was like, hey, man, this is the closest to Armageddon we've ever been since the Cuban Missile Crisis, since Vladimir Putin doesn't really have an off-ramp from his invasion of Ukraine. So it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the weirdest of times. I don't know. Substitute your own word in there however you please. Ooh, another crypto exploit, this time hit for about 100 million of the Binance coin. Ooh, electric vehicles are exploding from water damage after Hurricane Ian. Florida officials are warning. Ooh, it's hot in Turkey, Cyprus, and China. So says Scott Duncan. I believe him. Oh, also, tent pole of Asteroid Fight Club is to avoid World War III and prevent Civil War II. Just reminding you. Hey, pray for peace. And I want to remind you again, I've been saying that October would probably be one of the worst months or weirdest months or both of the whole year. And so shit may be going sideways, definitely, through October. And then Mars goes retrograde on the 30th. And so shit should get easier and funner and more like life should be by the time we hit Thanksgiving. So buckle up and hang on and use all the good lessons you have learned in Asteroid Fight Club. Hey, let's look at pictures of that planetary defense mission that punched an asteroid and created a tail. All right. Also, Saudi Arabia announced that they were going to cut production on oil to help drive up prices before the election. And then politicians in America were like, hey, why the hell are we always so nice to you guys? And it had many people shrugging their shoulders. And I know that like politics has kind of become a weird religion over the last few years or decade or 2 decades or whatever. But I would like to remind y'all again that like Xi, the president dude of China, is like 76. Biden is like 79. Even Trump is like 76. Vladimir Putin turns 70 today. So these are like a bunch of older baby boomers fighting some like 1980s war that's been going on for like 40 years. As a Gen Xer, I didn't cause this shit, dude. I've been literally pushing for peace and trying to get everybody to stay cool the majority of my entire life. But, you know, it's like, what can you do, man? And I'd like to remind y'all again, I'm neither Republican nor Democrat. And so even like the modern thing is like from 40 years ago. So the Republicans are at minimum like 40 years, an 40-year-old institution. The Democrats at minimum, and I know they're older than that. I'm just saying the like latest incarnation of them are at least 40 years old, the attitude and the things they want you to fall by. So they're literally trying to push you into some box that is so freaking old that doesn't really, I don't know. I'm just saying. That's why I'm always like, yo, bro, you ain't got to agree with me because not many people agree with me because I'm one of the fewer people that are out here like, dude, I'm part of neither party and I never have been. All right. Sarah Eisen, right on point, saying there has been no slowdown in snacks. I think one of the reasons I've gained as much weight, or I haven't lost as much weight as I wanted to, is because for like 2 years, everybody's telling me like, oh my God, the food chain, the supply chains are about to break down and there's not going to be any food. We're all going to go starving. I'm like, well, shit, I better enjoy myself now. You know, sometimes to accentuate a punchline, I get all trebly. And maybe that's why I haven't had a solid date in 5 years. North Korea's firing missiles, South Korea's firing missiles. It's like nobody's coming to the peace table, man. So I am absolutely all for the legalization of the peace pipe volcano in Ecuador. Hey, and you know how I say, like a lot of times, I don't know, I think like people who are Republican, they look at the Republican gossip and the legends and the myths. It's kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but for them. And so I don't really get into politics, but I do get into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I've always loved She-Hulk, and Daredevil's been one of my very favorite superheroes since I was a tiny kid. And this is accurate when I said Daredevil can always find the clitoris, and I think that's why he's so popular with the ladies, or always has been. He makes out with like everybody. Anyway, this is totally relevant to the final episode of She-Hulk if you saw it. All right, I'm sorry. Was that statement inappropriate? Forgive me, Dolly. Hey, check out this bitchin' new asteroid. It's big, really big, but it's going to be kind of far away. Like 5 lunar distances, which is like tons and tons of space. But still, it's road maintenance. I nicknamed it road maintenance. Anyway, pray for peace if you can. And yeah, I guess it's okay on the brink of Armageddon to panic cuddle if you want to, like the She-Hulk and Daredevil did. Spoilers. Backwards? All right. All right. All right. Stay cool. God bless everyone. Yeehaw. See, I'm wearing a Daredevil shirt here.